How's it going today, guys and gals, and welcome to this week's AA meeting. My name is Gene, and I hope everyone is excited to see tonight's main event. Shigaraki versus basically every protagonist in My Hero Academia. Last week we were left in disbelief as Deku rush attacked Shigaraki in order to protect his teacher Aizawa. This act showcases the amount of fortitude Deku has in wanting to protect others and showcases why he's finding his way to become the new pillar of peace. Will this be the one-on-one fight we've all been waiting for, or possibly two-on-one as Bakugo was right behind, dying not to let Deku surpass him? Or will we realistically see every hero fight Shigaraki? Well, enough stalling and let's just jump into the chapter, shall we? Really quickly, if this is one of your first time in these meetings, I do a quick rundown followed by analysis, and then I predict what I think future chapters will hold. Chapter 277 starts where we left off, with Deku pushing back Shigaraki away from his professor when Deku hears One for All's voice. What's worse than the worst case scenario? Gran Torino and Aizawa are in shock as they see their student pull a suicide charge. But Deku assures everyone, if Shigaraki is quirkless, then they needed to take advantage of the situation. Deku formulates that the other heroes who were charging last episode are too busy fighting the Nomos to help out, so this current moment is best to bring down Shigaraki. He also answers One for All's question, stating that the worst case scenario would be to lose Aizawa. Aizawa, still in shock, thinks back to the beginning, showcasing Deku's growth. This moment, however, is interrupted as Deku and Bakugo bust out a team move, with Deku using Black Whip to pull Shigaraki back so Bakugo can hit Shigaraki with AP shot machine gun directly. However, remember last chapter when it was made clear that Shigaraki has the same power level of natural strength as All Might? Well, that's shown here as Shigaraki uses Black Whip against Deku, pulling him along with him as he's about to attack Bakugo. Endeavor comes in last minute to blast Shigaraki away to save the boys, thankfully. Endeavor asked for his son's location, but is disappointed to learn that Deku and Bakugo were the only two to have the balls come out and help out. Shigaraki basically brushes off the attack and mocks Endeavor's capability to beat him. The heroes discuss his strength as Aizawa informs them that they have the advantage just so long as he keeps his eyes locked on Shigaraki. Endeavor braces the two students, warning them that this is serious and they need to keep their ground up and not to ask for direction. And just as Shigaraki makes his way towards the group, Endeavor charges back whilst giving direction to the boys. All for One's quirk begins to infest Shigaraki's mind as he demands for a One for All. But Shigaraki realizes this as he's dodging Endeavor's attacks, leading him to push back against his master, as his new goal is to be better than All for One. Gran Torino jumps on Shigaraki and tells him to stop and not to trample on his grandmother's heart, Nana. And I can't tell if Shigaraki is confused or being sarcastic as he replies, "Who?" Just before Gran Torino and Endeavor attack Shigaraki, he breaks Gran Torino's grip and bull rushes Deku. But...
Oi, oi, oi! 上に上がりゃ関係ねえ。ウスルトラプロミネンス
The chapter concludes with showing us the next big battle, Mount Lady versus Giga and the League of Villains riding his back. And that concludes this week's chapter. Let me know what your guys' favorite part was in the comment section below. Honestly, mine was at the end as Bakugo is blasting Shigaraki. It seems like he was a little offended by Shigaraki calling his blast fireworks. Anyway, let's jump into the main analytical point of this video before I make any predictions, and that being Shigaraki wanted to be greater than All for One. Shigaraki's character has always been complex in the sense of achieving a manifest goal. For the longest time, Shigaraki was a lost puppy following orders. The only time I remember in which he acted on his own will was back when he killed his family. Even at this moment, with him basking the power of All for One and the strength of All Might, he still fed messages from the quirk letting him know to take One for All. This was made clear when the phrase little brother was mentioned. Shigaraki knew that those weren't his thoughts, and at this particular moment, he holds all the power. No more is he going to follow demands as he takes on All for One's will as he goes off towards his new goal to be better than him. What in terms can this mean? Well, for starters, I wouldn't be surprised if Shigaraki doesn't want One for All anymore. However, I feel Shigaraki is more inclined to eliminate Deku and give no chance for the quirk to be passed on. For All for One, he thought the quirk was a manifestation of his little brother, but for Shigaraki, he sees the quirk as a destruction of all of his goals, therefore eliminating the quirk altogether will help him achieve his mastery goal. Prediction time. So I don't want to be a pessimist, but I think it's safe to say the Shigaraki fight is all but over. Though, in my opinion, I felt like it should have been longer. I feel the fact that we're cutting back to the other side means Endeavor's blast may have been the finishing blow. Now, obviously, we'll be reading a fight against Giga and Mount Lady. This fight may not be as intense as we would like it to be, and the only reason for me stating this, as it seems like the League is just trying to escape. As you see, everyone is on Giga's back, and Mount Lady's the only one who's pushing / fighting in this encounter with Giga. If they truly are trying to leave, I could see Dabi using his quirk to move people out the way. Now, if they aren't running away and they are fighting, I'd still give the advantage to the League, since again, they're all on Giga's back, and anyone can get close to assist Giga in the fight against Mount Lady. Whatever happens, however, I'm sure we will be captivated. Anyway, that concludes it for me today. Thank you all for watching, and let me know what you guys think will happen next. If you liked the video, please hit the like button as it helps the channel. If you don't want to miss another AA meeting, please consider hitting the subscribe button. This has been Gene with Ascension Anime, and I'll see you guys later. Ciao.